Hey everyone, Brad the mechanic here. Today we're working on a 2011 Jeep Liberty. It's a 3.7 piece of shit engine. We're going to do the radiator. So we're going to take off this coolant reservoir, and it's also the washer solvent tank. And then there is some a cover here, and there's some plastic clips. We're going to pop these out, and we're going to remove this cover, and then we're going to get to this lower or upper radiator shroud here. So that's going to be the first thing we do. All right, underneath the radiator here, you'll see the drain for the radiator. All you got to do, I don't know if I'll be able to get it by hand, but I might. You can twist this, or get some pliers on there, and you can drain the coolant from that point right there. So after I got those clips out, there's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. And then this will pop out, and you have to get a screwdriver in here on this side and push this way in order to release that clip. And here's one here too. Then this whole thing just pulls off. So now we'll have more access to get to this upper radiator shroud. Okay, so I took the two 10 mils, and this is a little loose. But in order to get this off, we're going to have to pop these Torx bits off and remove the headlights, or at least loosen them from here. And then we're also going to unbolt this and move this aside so it's out of the way. Then to remove the headlights, once you get those bolts out, there's a little clip here, push that back, and then this will pop out. Might have to, yeah, there you go. To make sure this clip, this red piece, moves back that way, and then it'll come out. Then the headlights are free to, oh, there's one more plug, but then the headlights are free after you get this off, and boom. So now the headlights are out, and now we can move on. So what we're going to do next is we're going to remove this other headlight, then we're going to work on taking this reservoir off. All right, so right in here, you can see this right here. It's on the back side. There is a T20 in there. Oh, it's a, yeah, it's a T20. Goes right in there. It's a pain in the ass to get out, but there's one on each side in order to remove that. All right, so we got the reservoir off. There was a plug and 2 hoses. And now there's, looks like 4 more T20s that need to come out to take off this radiator shroud. Or I mean the fan shroud. Right here is an 8mm that holds the lines, the transmission lines, onto the fan shroud. You got to take that off in order to get this fan shroud all the way off. So it's 2 bolts on the top and then this one, and then it just clips into the bottom. Before you take the fan shroud off, there's this clip that's got to come out. It plugs into the side of the fan shroud and into the fan. So you got to make sure you take that out, unplug that before it comes up. And then it's just clipped in, it just sits in these clips right here. So, yep. Okay guys, so I got the hose off here. I had to use this tool, which when you squeeze the handle, it clamps the clamps for you. Makes it a lot easier. You can still get it with some pliers, but down here, there's that one. This is definitely going to come in handy. These are like 15 bucks from Harbor Freight. This one isn't from Harbor Freight, but you can get them real cheap from Harbor Freight. So yeah, get those, get that hose off. And then there are 2 10mm bolts, which I already took out. Boom. And boom. And then this radiator should just pop right out. As long as that radiator hose is clear. All right, so the radiator is pretty loose. I got the bottom hose off. Now, right here, if you can see, let's see, right there, there is an 8mm that goes in there, and that holds the radiator to the evaporator. So, or the condenser. So we'll get this popped off and try to remove that radiator. Actually, make that 2 8mm bolts, because there's one right, it's hard to see, but it's right there. And you'll have to get that in order to get that free. So we got the new radiator here. Beautiful. The old radiator. As you can see, there was a leak right where it meets up with the plastic. That's really common. And yeah, it's just stupid to have plastic on these, but whatever. It's getting changed out. So we're gonna go ahead and drop this in there very carefully. And then we're going to get the AC condenser attached to it with those 2 8mm bolts. And then we will attach the coolant hoses. All right, so we got this set in there. And it was a little tough to get these on right there. There's one on the bottom too, that was hard, but once you get it lined up, it should go on just fine. And then I put those 2 8mm bolts back in to hold this all together. And now the boots are in on the bottom here. And so now we're going to attach the coolant hoses and start adding on the radiator fan here. All right, got the shroud on, got the T20s to hold that in. So this is in, and then that 8mm that holds those 2 on. Now we're going to put on the, actually we're going to put on the headlights, and then that. Alright, so when you're putting in the headlights, make sure you get this one down here plugged in. And then when this, when you get this plugged in, it's going to go on. Wait till you hear it click. There, it clicked, and then this clip, you're going to want to push it down. Boom, like that. Now it's locked in there. It's not going to come out. And then install the 3 T20 Torx bits, or Torx bolts that go in right here. Then put the latch back on, 2 10mm. When I took this off, I just had it sitting over to the side, so it was out of the way. But 2 10mm, install that back on there. So when grabbing the tank, if this is full and has fluid in it, you're going to want to put your fingers over these, and it'll keep it from leaking, so you can get it set up in there and then install the, reattach these washer solvent hoses. Alright, so once you get this settled in there a little bit, I'm going to, I got the grill here. So as you can see, there's these tabs that go in. So make sure this is going just straight, just right, and it'll slide in just right, just like you need it. Get this a little bit, there you go, and you can see it clipped in there. This one's gonna do the, oh shit. Well yeah, you'll have to get both hands on it, but there's clips in there that'll fasten that in. Alright, the issue I was having was these knobs. They were in the way when I was trying to install it. Once it goes over that, it just slides right in. Like butter. Mixed with lube. And a little bit of sweat. Alright, so we got the T20s in there. Now we're gonna get the 10mm right here. Gonna tighten these up. There's 4 of them. And we'll be ready to connect these hoses here, which I already did. Make sure this is plugged in. Get your water, windshield washer solvent hoses attached. Then I'm gonna get these plastic clips in here, and then we'll be ready for coolant. All right, so got coolant in it. I'm gonna start it up, warm it up, let the system burp a little bit. And as long as there's no leaks, it'll be good to go. So, all right, you guys, you don't have to like or subscribe. I don't give a shit. I just want people to be able to fix their cars. So, if you want, you can like and subscribe. But if not, it's still cool, dude. You're cool. Later.